Hello, Anne McKeown from To Empower here. If you've ever experienced a recurring problem, then most likely you'll know what it's like to feel a bit depressed. Now, I'm not talking about clinical depression, which is a mental illness, but more situational depression that can occur when you're not living the life that you were born to live. And we've all got our own personal variations, but generally speaking, the cycle of depression goes a bit like this. So, one, we can't handle a situation. Two, we automatically respond the way we always have. Now, for some people, that means that they confront their problem head on and they go looking for a solution. Some avoid it completely and use distractions such as, spending too much money, eating out, drinking, and others just fall into a slump and do nothing. And when you stop reacting in your usual way, then you've got the opportunity to look within and to learn and to grow and to choose how you want to act. Sometimes solutions are staring us in the face, but when you're so caught up in a problem and the feelings that you're experiencing, then you can't see them. So sometimes when we become aware of our own patterns, we can change them, but rather than overcoming our problems, we can end up substituting one form of negative behaviour for another. And the way to create permanent change is to adopt habits which support you. And you might need to experiment at first to find out what works best for you and what doesn't. And by doing this over time, you then start to gain control of your life and your emotions. So here's just a few things that have worked for me. One is just to pause and count to 5 in your head before saying yes or no or making an important decision. I've got a tendency to be a bit impulsive, and this simple habit of pausing and thinking before I make a commitment has helped me to break the cycle of taking on too much and then letting people down. Number 2, when you feel down, accept your emotions. Some people think that they're being positive by suppressing everything. But pretending doesn't change the way you feel or the situation, and it takes a lot of energy actually to keep your emotions below the surface. And this is actually energy that could be used to help create the life that you love, turn it into a positive. Also acknowledge how you really feel and then choose to act in a way that supports that. So for example, I give thanks for the good things in my life when I feel down. It just helps shift my focus. And when you do something positive to change your emotional state, you don't have to pretend to be cheerful. You just actually become cheerful. Number 3, it's hard to change your state if you don't know what makes you feel good. So make a list. Your list could include things like just having a cup of coffee out in the sunshine, or talking to a good friend on the phone, or taking the dog for a walk through the park. Listen to some uplifting music, or do a daily meditation. And then record these things in a journal where you only write positive experiences, and then every time you read through it, it will be uplifting. Do 3 things that make you happy every single day. That produces feel-good hormones, and it just helps you establish the belief that you can have what you really want and that you're on the right track. And also maybe work on creating permanent change by challenging any thoughts that take you away from wanting to live the life of your dreams. Follow these few habits, and they worked for me, and I hope that they help you too.